definitely a major, major challenge. These are human beings. Hard to, if you know anything about the realm of people who are struggling with homelessness, it's not everybody's in the same category. There are basically people, some are drug addicted, some are mentally ill, and some have been pushed out of places where they can no longer afford. A neighborhood or a building that's been gentrified, rent has gone sky high and they just can't afford it. In New York City, I believe it's 1 in 7 public school children are homeless. That's not acceptable to me. It was 1 in 10 when I mounted a major one-man protest 6 years ago, and it's only gone up. It's not acceptable. No kids should have to live like that. No human beings. I will never forget my first trip to Africa. I was in really remote villages of northern Ghana, places where the people swore I was the first white person they'd ever seen. I'll never forget when they had this image of America as being this golden place where everything is just so amazing. And they would ask me, do you actually have any problems at all? And this was back in the early 90s, and I had to tell them that we have homelessness, we have people struggling with that. And they were like, no. They refused to believe it. I said, no, we really do. And they cried. They literally cried, because in their culture, everyone always has some place where they belong. And the fact we would have developed a culture which was so advanced in their eyes in so many ways, but that we didn't know that everybody has to belong somewhere and have a place that they can call home. They wept for us. They pitied us. And I never forgot that. And a special passion for people who struggle with homelessness has been with me ever since. There is not enough passion to just straighten this out. I mean, regardless, whatever the needs are, whether it's relating to addiction or mental illness, or a family that's been displaced, we need to create this housing. We need to put them in a place where they can live, a roof over their head, and then provide the services that are needed for whatever it is that their particular situation is. We can do so many things, but we can't take care of that. I mean, granted, I'm running for the office of president, and that should not be the domain of the federal government. Okay, that's got to be handled by the local cities and states. But there's got to be something that we could do regarding putting pressure on these cities and states to just take care of this and the way it should be. These are human beings. It's a real affront to, how do you call yourself human beings and we live like this? It's not acceptable. I hope that you'll join me in a passion to putting an end to it with the will and the resources to treat these people struggling like this so it doesn't happen anymore.